Hello, happy Saturday. Wakey, wakey, we're
Hello.
here. How's it going? Happy Saturday.
Hello, people.
I'm Jenny,
I'm Jay.
and welcome to the Holistic Life Show. We're so glad you're here for our pop-up weekly show.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, you see we both have sweatshirts on. So,
We're experiencing Florida winter.
yeah, it's winter here in Florida, if you didn't know. And we're quite cold. Like, I even have cozy socks on. And we're going to the movies here soon.
She's being a little dramatic.
And I might wear big thick sweatpants.
Oh my God, it's not that
like
cold.
the ones with the owls on them.
It's not that cold.
Okay, anyways.
It's only like 63.
That's cold. I know. If you live somewhere else and you're watching, you probably hate us right now, but trust me, if you move to Florida and live in Florida, you are going to be freaking out over 60s.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, so if you're on live, say hello to us, or if you're watching the replay.
Say replay and where you're from.
Yes, we love to hear. All right.
And all you people who sneak on and you sit and watch, just say hi.
Yeah, let us know. Imagine, if you were doing something and you just spoke to the whole universe and the universe didn't answer. Be like, well, I know someone's listening.
Okay.
And I know, go.
No, guys.
Nope.
Go ahead.
Switch it. No, I have no more thought. All right, so today we're talking about.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Nope. Today we're talking about quick fixes and how they're not really that quick.
Guys, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
They're gonna crucify me in the comments.
No, they
now.
sure won't.
Yes, they will. Watch.
Nope. You probably caught a good thing. All right, your turn. Seriously, we're talking about quick fixes.
So, how many of you have wanted a quick fix, or we're in a society where think about it, movies now. If a movie comes out that you want to see, you wait a week and you could probably get it on your streaming device, your Apple TV, your smart TV, your Roku, or whatever. If you want something really, really bad and you can have it delivered to your house, sometimes depending on where you are, and as short as 2 hours. So we've been accustomed to this microwave society where it's I want it, I should be able to have it now, and I feel that's trickled over to health, fitness, wellness. People don't want to, and maybe work is the wrong term, but they don't want to put in the work for the results. They just want to snap their fingers and have it,
Why not?
What do you mean, why not? It's not how that works.
Well, because I know it's not how it works, but I'm just stepping into that, right? You just been doing your thing, living life, having a great time. You look down and you're like, crap, my body's not what I want. I don't really feel good. And now I'm ready to change it. And you start to change it and you're expecting things to happen pretty quickly because duh.
But you didn't get there quickly.
No, but it feels like you did because you just look down and you realize.
No, if you really, you don't even have to sit and think about it. If you're honest with yourself, if you're completely honest with yourself, and if you think about and we could totally go down a rabbit hole with this, but the low nutritional density of the foods we eat, when you go out to eat, when you drink a lot. And if you're doing this on a consistent basis, keyword being consistent, because if you think of it, if you continually put crap in your body and you certainly look down and be like, oh my God, what happened? You know what the hell happened. You haven't been exercising, or if you have been active, you haven't been active enough. Your activity level is definitely underlining your over consuming of garbage. Projecting. Fake food. You're over consuming of fake food, which isn't helping the situation. So if you flip flop that, if we're talking about consistency and being consistent, it's not about looking down and being like, oh, what happened? Oh my God, because you know what happened. You were more consistent in the eating and in the non-doing of the things you need to do to be healthy. Now, if you flip-flop that and you were a little bit more consistent, I'm not saying go balls to the walls, because that's what we do when we get in that situation. We're like, oh my God, what happened? We want to go to the gym for 2 hours. We want to try to cut the bad eating, the bad eating habits, like cold turkey.
All of them.
Yeah, exactly.
All of them.
No more candy, no more fast food, no more pizza. I'm going to eat salads for the rest of my life or the next 3 weeks, and I hope this like gets rid of everything that I've done. It doesn't happen that way. Like the process is, yes, mentally we're like, oh, it should happen so quickly because I got here quickly. You didn't. It's over time. You know, one large pizza turned into eating out pizza every night or burgers or fried chicken or whatever. Not saying that those things are bad, guys. Not saying that at all. I'm just saying, and you're probably tired of hearing that, moderation is key. Moderation is key. And with, I feel, how the way people eat has advanced over the years, like eating healthy is no longer just having salads. You know what I'm saying? Just eating stuff that you don't like. Like we've done some stuff that would, I feel, fall in the clean category that tastes freaking amazing. And freaking amazing. Period.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the things that I can think about is it's almost like if you can make that quick fix in your brain, which it may not happen that quickly, but it's like that quick decision
Right.
to be like, all right, I'm changing.
Right.
But also being like cautious and mindful and loving with yourself during that process. Like I have kind of fallen off and I haven't really been working out.
We all have. We all have, but continue.
So then I was like, I was starting to get bored with workouts. And I know that you've told me and you've taught me that the workout doesn't have to be a certain thing. It doesn't have to be a certain amount of sweat or a certain amount of whatever, right? But I was still struggling. I wasn't really finding anything that seemed fun. And then I decided that I wanted to start a 30-day yoga challenge. So I made that quick decision before I could talk myself out of it, right? So then I get into this 30-day yoga challenge and I'm on day 7, I believe. I believe I'm on day 7 today. And it's interesting because when you start, you know, you may be a little bit like, oh, I don't know, I don't want to do this, but you're like, it's new, so it's exciting. And it's funny because here we are on day 7, and I feel like those things start to creep in a little bit, right? Because like during the week, you had structure and you're doing your job and you're doing your things. Now it's in the weekend, it's like free flowing, and you're like, oh, I don't know, should I do it? Right? Because I think it's in these moments you have to remember like why you decided to switch.
That's definitely like why you decided to switch and keeping that in the forefront of your mind. Like it's may come across wrong or whatever. Like I feel some people view stuff like that like, okay, you know, I can do it, but I don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Like I view working out, exercising, you know, staying active, I view that as taking care of this body that is taking care of me for almost 40 years. You know what I'm saying? And if I want to continue for this body to take care of me, I have to take care of it. Meaning stuff like that, being active. So it's less of, oh, I have to do this, instead of, you know, thank you so much, body, this is your reward. You know, because I know if I want to stay strong, if I want to like live as long as I'm meant to live, I have to take care of you. And you in turn will take care of me. So, and then too, with that, as you get older, some people are going to say, oh, Jay, don't say it. But yeah, as you get older, things change. You know, like in your 20s, you can go to the gym for 2-3 hours if that's your thing. You can run, you can do all this stuff. But, you know, as you grow, as you change, as your body matures, you have to do other things to take care of it more. You know, I was talking to my cousin yesterday and we were talking about like, we have bad knees in our family. Where the guys are usually tall, you know, which is a lot of pressure on your knees and your joints in general. And our side of the family, well, for me, both my mom and my dad's side of the family have like bad knees. So there's certain things I don't do. Running being one of them. Mainly because I don't like it, but also there's a lot of pressure on the knee joints, you know, and I'd rather be a little proactive towards that than like reactive when it happens. I'm finding out stuff I was able to do when I was like teaching classes and doing stuff like that, like doing an hour body pump class Sunday night and getting up like literally almost 12 hours later doing it again. I can't do the same thing. I require a little more rest now, more stretching, more yoga, more flexibility stuff than the hard hitting, like throwing weight around. But that's for me. Not saying that's what you have to do, but that's what I found listening to my body. That's what I need. That's what helps me continue to be good and great and look 26.
One thing I've noticed, and I'd be curious, is this just unique to me, or does this have to do, everybody could tap into this? I've noticed that when I focus on other things
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not focusing on, oh my God, I'm this, I'm that, I'm fat, or I have extra weight, or, oh my God, I can't do this, I can't do that. Like when I'm not focusing on those things and I'm just focusing on like living a great life and doing what's right.
It's easy.
Well, that, and I almost noticed that, I don't know, I feel like I've been eating a lot of cookies lately, and I just saw some people at an event and they were like, oh my God, you look so amazing. And I was like, wow, okay. So I think that there's other ways that you can shine through.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not about the cookies, it's not about the diet, it's not about any of that.
It's not.
There's other ways that like complete the package that can have you feeling amazing about who you are.
I feel people should understand or come to an understanding more with themselves instead of society is, you're going to have those things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care, and I might have said it on a previous show or something. You can have all the willpower in the world. You could be the top willpowerless girl, guy in the world. You could have all the willpower in the universe or whatever, but something is going to break you.
Mm-hmm.
Like for me, I'm not gonna speak on us, but for me, I know if we have sugar in the house, it's gonna get eaten.
Red light food.
Okay, exactly. It's gonna get eaten. It's not about, oh, I'm no sugar for me. I'm clean. No, hell no. It's gonna get eaten, even if I don't want it. Even if I don't want it. But the fact that it's in the house, and like she said, if you know stuff like that for you is red light, completely stop. Best thing is not to even have it in your household.
Right.
Not at all. Because you try to be smart. Oh, I can get the bigger bag, the value size, and we can stretch that out. No.
Put it in little bags, split it up, right?
Right.
So if everything we're talking about is like the quick fix, right? We're a quick fix society.
Mm-hmm.
What are some, things, what are some tips to help like along the journey if it's all about quick fix?
Well, for one, there's no such thing as a quick fix.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're subscribing to that train of thought, if you bought your ticket to that train of thought, quick fix, quick fix, quick fix, you've been sold a wolf ticket. Your train is not leaving the station. There's not even a station created for you, and you will be disappointed. And more times than less, when people subscribe to that whole quick fix theory, it's more work trying to unfix the quick fix that you've become accustomed to believe it could possibly happen. I do feel there are some things, not necessarily you could like fast track, but up this speed up just a little bit. Speed up just a little bit. Like eating clean. Eating clean has turned such a relative term now, but eating better for you. Some people will be like, meal prep is the way to go. You got to meal prep. If you want to do it, you got to meal prep. Meal prep is a pain in the ass for some people. Meal prep is a pain in the ass for me. I've tried it. Sitting out, cooking the stuff, weighing it out. It's a pain in the ass. And
that's one thing is like a lot of the things that are out there, he has tried.
Oh, yes.
Because it's like he wants to experience what it's like to go through that, and then of course try it, right? Because you maybe you liked it more than you perceived.
Right.
So that's the other thing too. It's just like trying different things
and tweaking what works for you. Some people have the patience to meal prep. I don't. And if you're cooking stuff for a week, I don't want to have chicken, asparagus all freaking week. I want to mix it up. I like a little variety. I'm not that strict with my food. Some people can do that. Chicken, asparagus all week. I got it. Good for you. More power to you. If it works, knock it out. But some people can't. Family, children. Some people have to get up, go to work, pick up the kids, come home, cook, and it's so meal prepping. It's more of a stress than something that will help them.
Mm-hmm.
So, suggestion that may help is there's a lot of meal prepping companies out there now. A lot of meal prepping companies that will send you your meal.
Mm-hmm.
Some it's already cooked, or you can go to places and pick them up. You order online what you want, you go pick them up. Some places will just send you the ingredients. If you still want to cook, you can do that as well. But they have your proteins, your carbs. You know what I'm saying? It's structured, so you're not just getting stuff.
Oh, that just made me think of something. I remember a friend of ours back in the day. They went through one of those test groups with Shanti, and when they went through the test group, you know how like when you see on like the late night infomercials,
Mm-hmm.
like the different workout shows that are like before after.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people, I don't know. I just thinking as you're talking about that, right? I remember him saying
Marketing, but go ahead.
right. Well, I remember him saying like, you literally like can't fail on this program
Because
they
have
gave
everything.
the food to them.
Yep.
So everybody who was in the test group would pick up in the morning like their cooler of meals
Yep.
and snacks, and everything was portioned out, and they were like, here, eat this. Because think about that, they wanted to really control and drive the results.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just sitting here thinking, I'm like, if that's what it takes, we all know that's what it takes, but we may not want to actually, because like you said, busyness, whatever.
Right.
But like the meal prep companies, I mean, it's such a like, I don't know. To me, I just had like this click going. Well, what if you want the food controlled for you, and all you got to do is eat it.
Yep.
I mean, for me, like with the yoga thing, I like that I literally just look at the schedule and this is what I'm doing.
And you go.
And I just do it. So it's almost like the same thing with
And
the
I
meal.
mean, even think about it. With us,
It's like so genius.
Sometimes figuring out what to cook, let alone let's take meal prepping out of the equation.
Yeah.
Figuring out what to eat for the week.
Right. It's almost like, boo, here it is.
Right.
Or even just figuring out what to do. So I mean, like in this journey, if you're trying to make shifts in your journey and your wellness journey, and you feel like it's time, like if you feel like just the urgency is there to take control back of your body and your health and your wellness, sometimes figuring out the steps and what's next and the accountability, sometimes I think those are some of the hardest things. But I think that a lot of times we think, oh, I can do this myself.
Oh man.
And sometimes you can.
Some people
it depends
can.
on where you're at in your
Yep,
life.
Exactly.
Sometimes you can do it yourself, and sometimes you really need that outside help. You really need someone to like lay it out for you, and for you just to be willing to be like, okay, like I'm all in.
Right.
Like I'm willing to let go and just trust the process.
Right.
And just take it step by step, because when you do that, magic happens. When you do that, a lot of things, because if you think about the different tools that have helped you or hurt you over the years, on and off, as you've roller coastered and gone through these diets
or whatever,
like it's just, I don't know, it's now's the time. And that's exactly why we do these talks. We do these chats with the Holistic Life Show to help give you ideas, to help encourage you to just have the conversation,
right?
So that if you feel that you're inspired and you want to take those next steps, we have been working really hard in creating the programs and the systems and the products to be able to support that. And the next one we have coming out is Next Levelution.
Next Levelution.
Yeah. So, like, was that the jingle?
No. God, no, that wasn't the jingle.
Yeah, so that's the next one. So, I mean, really, as we're talking through this today in the quick fix, I mean, if it's something that you really want to, dig in and be willing to uncover what's been holding you back, and be able to make the breakthroughs, and to be able to trim down your body, and to be able to have more energy and sleep better, and, just fall back in love with yourself, right? Like your whole body, and enjoy the process and learn some things along the way. I mean, then are you going to say anything, or am I doing all the talking?
You got it.
Oh my gosh. So then we have a link in the description, which is above or
below.
That way?
Depending on where you're
Well, the way I'm pointing is the way that it's pointing to the text on the screen, but it looks like I'm pointing to Jay. That way? That's so weird. I don't know. That's confusing. I guess that way?
Anyway.
I don't know. Whatever.
Link in description.
Link in description. Have a look there. Fill out the application. We'll see if it's a good fit. You can talk to Jay and myself a little bit more. We can dig in. Say something. Like, come
I
on.
was still kind of like on the ideas to help with the speeding up. You went straight to the program.
Well, we're at 20 minutes.
I,
The show's over.
it's fine.
Ding ding ding.
It's fine.
It's like
Because I
live
don't.
radio.
Yeah, but people,
All right, give another tip.
People like you said tips and you only gave us one.
Well, give another one.
All right, so let's just sum this up since she's rushing me off the air.
I am not rushing.
She's rushing me off the air.
We used to do hour-long shows.
Rushing me off the air. So tips. Okay, tips. Here we go.
Go.
So the meal prep companies, whatever you want. If you want a meal, have it delivered, go pick it up. You can have the ingredients shipped to you with directions, cook your own shit up, boom, there. All right. Tip number 2 with workouts. Sometimes, like Jenny said, she gets bored. She needs variety. I feel we all do. Trying something new, it helps keep the muscles. Anyway, keeps the muscles guessing. You don't get stagnant. Your muscles don't get used to what you're doing. So try different things. If you go to the gym, try one of the classes. I strongly suggest one of the Les Mills classes, mainly because I used to be a Les Mills instructor. Body pump is awesome. Combat, martial arts, kickboxing, awesome. If you like to dance or whatever, they have a Shabam class, awesome. If you're more sports oriented, Les Mills Attack, also awesome. These classes range from 30 minutes to 45 to 55. So also there. Other option, if you want to be working out at home, you have Daily Burn, you have Les Mills On Demand, you have the Beachbody stuff, you have yoga stuff. There's so many things.
So many apps.
With the time, if you're like, well, I can't do it for an hour. The only thing I have is like 10 or 15 minutes. They have 10 or 15 minute workouts. They have pretty much a solution for any excuse you want to throw out. All right. And also, if you're ready to take just your whole wellness and lifestyle to the next level, you need to check out this program that we're launching in 50 days. I put a little countdown on the sales page.
Ooh.
Actually, on the waitlist page.
Nice.
I might put it on the sales page
Fancy.
too. But starting in January. So yes.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, I'm excited. And actually, as you're saying that gave me a couple of ideas. If we were to put some kind of a freebie together, something that we could give you, right? That we could give you that would really help you on your journey, what would it be? What would you want? What do you feel like you would really want to have?
That's a very good question.
What tool, resource, like what burning question do you have that we could put together a resource or an ebook or a freebie or an audio or a list or something like that? Well, what is it that you would want to know?
Right.
And then we can share. We want to share some of the stuff we have in our brain and help it get into your brain. All right, guys, we're going to go see a movie today. So he's really excited because they pushed it off from last night. And I hope you have a good Saturday, good rest of your weekends, and we'll chat at you soon. Holla.